Hi Leo, welcome to your end of November 2018 Tarot Update. It's Raina. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck for the spread, and then I'm going to pick a card from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle cards. I really believe that the Eight of Cups is your card. But ooh, you got the Judgment card. The heart of the matter is the Two of Swords. This can be a card of some sort of stalemate. Oh, by the way, in case you were getting confused, no, the Eight of Cups is not your card. For some reason, I was thinking of Scorpio, and then I flashed into thinking you were Scorpio, but this is for Leo. So maybe if it was the Eight of Wands, but not the Eight of Cups, which is water. So the Two of Swords is a card of, this might be some kind of a stalemate between you and another person. I immediately in my mind said fixed energy, fixed energy. So maybe, let me see if we have another card. I was thinking of like you and a Taurus person where you're both fixed signs or something. Maybe you and Aquarius. I just did Aquarius and I was talking about Leo. So maybe there are some Leos and Aquarians that are having some issues. But usually, you know, this could be a crossroads. So the difference is that a stalemate is that neither person wants to budge. So you and another person, it would be a relationship issue. And it could even be in the office where you want a raise and your boss doesn't want to give you one. And so you're kind of like, gee, I don't know if I want to still work here. In any case, you may have all the information you need to make a decision, and you still won't make it for whatever reason. So let's just keep going and we'll figure this out. We have at the foundation of this reading the Four of Wands. This is a card of marriage, so maybe this is more in a domestic situation. But this is a card of a happy home. So it's funny, you know, what is it that is keeping you? Maybe it has to do with an actual physical property where you want to sell a home, or maybe you have your dream home and your partner doesn't like the home or doesn't, you know, they want to live somewhere else, or who knows, something just with an actual property. If it's a marriage situation, I would say that there may have been a happy relationship, but there's still somebody came in between this marriage, even though it was happy. And if you're the person who is on the receiving end of some infidelity, you may be like, how could this happen? We were happy, and now I have to decide whether or not I'm going to get divorced. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, everything was perfect. I mean, I think that's what I'm getting at. The stereotypical perfect family. Although, if you're the one that is contemplating leaving a relationship, you may feel like you're going to uproot your children and that they will not have that happy home life anymore. Maybe even if you and your spouse have not been getting along, you've been able to hide that fact from your children. And now you're concerned that you're going to mess up their sense of happiness with their, you know, with this kind of a decision that you're making. What crosses you is the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords. This is a card of somebody who is being incredibly insensitive within a situation. So it could be, maybe this is something with an Aquarius. Maybe, I told you I just did Aquarius. So maybe the Aquarius person, and even if you stepped out of your marriage, you might have done so because they were very emotionally abusive, maybe cold to you, didn't give you affection. You're a very affectionate person, and you may have felt shut out and took your need for affection elsewhere. And yeah, with the swords, the Two of Swords, that's definitely, that could be like an air sign. And you know, the other thing about this is that this person may be the father of your child, or if you are a man, this could be your, you know, you could be the father. And there's like, and as a parent, you are concerned about breaking up the family because of how that will affect the children in some way. But any kind of decision that is upon you, I do think it probably has some domestic connection to it. And that's why I was kind of joking about being at a stalemate, because I was thinking Leo and Aquarius are both fixed signs, so I could see them both digging in their heels and refusing to acknowledge the other person's needs. And even if it's like a home situation, maybe you're like nobody's cheating or anything like that, but there's something that has to do with a domestic decision, whether it's relocation or one person sees this house and they're like, we have to move into this house, and the other person has no emotional connection to it and is being very cold about it and not honoring your feelings. I don't know, something along those lines. The higher message, wow, you know, the Eight of Cups, this is a card of leaving what no longer serves you. So even in the last scenario that I gave you that has nothing to do with infidelity, you may be butting heads and at loggerheads with a partner. And the fact that you are and how they're acting about it is giving you insight into what has long plagued the relationship, where they just don't give a damn. They want to do what they want to do, and they don't seem to care about your feelings. And you might be like, wow, how interesting. Wow, I didn't realize that this is how they acted, that they would act towards me. And it's like, it's almost like you're getting an education in their, you know, real nature that you might have kind of glossed over. And it's like, in other words, this particular event may not be the end-all be-all in and of itself, but it's kind of like the last straw. So the universe may be telling you, you need to like move on. On the more practical level, the Lover's card is reiterating the idea of change. Now, the Lover's card connects to, I'm sorry that I said change, choice. So kind of like that Two of Swords. The Lover's card connects to Gemini. In late November, we have a full moon in Gemini. As a matter of fact, as I record this, it's coming up it's on Thanksgiving in United States. Oh, if you say America, then they're like saying, oh, you know, America is Canada and Mexico. You know, that's how people are these days. So Anyway, so that might be kind of a revealing time for you. Maybe something, maybe a secret comes out, and that makes your decision, bam, that much easier. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about this, you guys. This is what's coming in, the Star card. This connects to Aquarius. So, yeah. And maybe Aquarius isn't the bad guy. You know what? I didn't think about this. Maybe you're dealing with two air signs, Aquarius and Gemini, and the Gemini is the one who's the problem. Maybe this is the Father of Swords. So, isn't that a cool depiction of the Star card? I think a lot of these are a combination of pen and ink and watercolor, which is really cool. But anyway, the Star card is about having hope that life is going to get better. And there may be something that comes about that gives you that hope. And you feel this sense of like, wow, this is so awesome that I get to experience this. This is like totally great. Because you may have, you know, started to become a bit cynical. And you might have thought, oh, you know, this, you know, I don't, especially as people get older, they start to think, wow, is this going to be the last relationship I have, the last significant relationship? And you can't think like that. And the Star card restores your hope in humanity, especially if you've been dealing with a real jerk. And the outcome is the Judgment card. And this is a card of, you know, sowing and reaping, cause and effect, all of that good stuff. And it's very unemotional. It's just like, hey, there's cause and effect in the universe. And you have to accept the fact that this is how it is. And I'm talking about the other person. Like if you feel guilty that you want to leave and yet somebody is being unreasonable, that's on them. It's not your fault. You may have tried to see it their way, but it's like finally you just had too much of a disagreement, you know, at a fundamental level. Or if they, maybe they were having an affair and you were like, how can they do that to me? Well, they can do it because they're a heartless person. In that particular case, they might just be, they have no feelings. This is true of malignant narcissists. They say these kinds of people, that's how they can do what they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do that. But they don't, they literally cannot, do not feel empathy. So if you're a person who considers yourself empathic and you had the misfortune of coming across one of these people, maybe even marrying one of them, and you just can't figure out how they can do all the stuff that they do, it's because they don't have a conscience. It's actually quite dangerous that people are walking around like that, because they can do a lot of damage to others with their, you know, that's what a sociopath is. But I'm not even saying it has to be that serious. Just somebody who is so self-absorbed and they just don't, other people's feelings mean nothing to them. It's all about them, what they need, what they want. Okay, this is from the universe. Has your back deck. That's the back. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And I would say, do that for yourself as well, Leo. Don't look at your past mistakes and judge yourself now by them. And love yourself in spite of anything. And, you know, you may, if you resonate with this being somebody that you have chosen in your life, you may have said, how could I be so stupid? And, give yourself a break, because you may have seen good qualities in the person's. People like that can really lay on the charm when they need to, and that's part of their deceptive quality. So forgive yourself and move on. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this and resonated with it, at least to some degree. Obviously, it's a general reading, so. But if you'd like a private reading, the link to my website is below. Through the end of 2018, I'm offering my natal chart interpretations, which are hour-long readings, for 20% off. Have a great rest of November. Take care. Bye.